listen and say.
Oh my God. You know, I just love our theme song. Like every time I hear it, you just get into this like mood behind stage, like dancing. We're finally here. I want to thank you so much for that. Was created by Drew and the King's Music Touch. I'm pretty sure I messed that up, but he's gonna kill me for that. He is gonna get me so much for messing his name up. But anyways, welcome everybody. How are you doing? Hey Steffi, how are you doing?
Good, Maddie. How are you doing?
I am
gone
so
this
excited. I am so excited. I am excited to be back with Living Single Say. We couldn't be live last month, and all of our schedules and all of that stuff was going on, but we are back live and in living color, and we are so excited. As you're coming in, say hi in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from. How you doing, Steffi? How's your day going?
It's good. No complaints. I feel like I'm a little tired for no apparent reason the last couple of days, but I know exactly why.
Why are you tired, Steffi? Why are you tired?
We're going to talk about that in the nutrition section, okay?
That's fair.
All right.
That's fair. But I am doing wonderful myself. Today I'm doing wonderful. Now I'm gonna vent just a little bit. I wasn't doing wonderful a few days ago when I had to go
to the
doctor's office. I wasn't doing so great a few days ago. Hold on. We're getting text messages saying that there's an echo. Hold on. So we're gonna fix this. If you can hear in the chat, let us know if the echo is still going on. If not, we'll keep fixing and working on it. Hold on. Let me check one thing.
Yeah, maybe it's mine.
Technical. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Talk, Steffi.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound good. And you talk. And you talk mine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound fine.
Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna get going. So I'm doing great today. Today I'm doing great. Now a few days ago, that was not the case. I'm doing great today. And I'm gonna be a little bit transparent. A few days ago, not so great. Ask me why, Steffi. Ask me why. Right?
I was about to ask, but you kept saying I'm doing great, so I was like, she gonna lead in on her own. But no, go ahead.
Why wasn't Amanda doing great? I had to go to the doctor's office, y'all, and I know I'm not the only person, right? So because I'm on a certain kind of prescription, I have to check in with my primary care physician like once a month just to make sure that I'm good. And I am such a stickler for appointments, so like I'm someone that if you say be there at 9 o'clock, not only am I going to be there at 9, but I'm going to be there at 8:45. I'm just a stickler
ahead of time,
right? So every time I go to my doctor's office, I feel like I'm about to lose my mind. I feel like I'm about to snap. Why? Because they never stick to their appointments. And I know, put in the chat, I know I'm not the only person that has.
But Mandy, there's a reason that I'm going to say there's a reason why healthcare workers ask you to come the 15 minutes before. It's just in case you have pop-up, paperwork, etc. And some people don't. So don't be mad at them. Don't be mad at them. Somebody else is getting that valuable time too in the doctor's office. Anyways,
I don't agree with that, Steffi, because with that logic, if I showed up at 8:45 to give them the 15-minute grace period, right, for the paperwork and all that stuff, then that means I should be seeing my doctor at 9 o'clock. Or if I come at 9, I should see them at 9:15, right? I'm fine.
However, but go ahead.
But there's no way anyone should have a 9 o'clock appointment and Come 9:45, 9:50, 10 o'clock, you are still waiting to see the doctor. Like, oh my God.
All right. So I do agree, right? Because I am a stickler too for let's be on time, let's get people in and out. But I know for a fact that there's some people that love to talk. Okay, when you sit with them and you have to like literally go over stuff, it's either that or they actually have complications and they have a lot of questions. So we're not, you want people to be like, here, I know it's exactly 9 o'clock right now. I have another patient. You need to leave. Like, no.
No, Stephanie, I'm not in agreement. When I go get my nails, even my nail and hairdresser estheticians are on time. I have a 9 o'clock nail appointment. The most I might wait if she has someone in her room, because sometimes I walk in at 9 and she's like, come sit down. I walk in and sit right down in her chair. Maybe if she's wrapping up a client, I may have to wait 10 minutes. I'm fine with waiting 10 minutes, but there's no way anyone should come
How long
and
did
have
you
a
wait?
9 o'clock appointment and you're in that waiting room until 45 minutes, 50 minutes, 10 o'clock, right? And here's the kicker, y'all. I know I'm not the only person that experienced it. After they take you to the back, they said they have a nurse.
We checked.
Vitals. Oh, I'm gonna take your temperature, I'm gonna take your blood pressure, I'm gonna take all of that, blah, 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 right?
And you gotta
And
wait
then
again.
You gotta wait again in the back.
Yeah.
I
But
know
guess
I'm not
what?
the only.
Guess what? You have people who have like hypertension, all these other things. And so that waiting time, and I'm not defending
It calms
them,
you
I'm
down.
telling you, yes. Like you don't know if
No,
that person was
Stephanie.
rushing to get to their appointment. Everybody is not you, Amanda. Everybody's not coming to their appointment 15 minutes as asked.
No,
And some
Stephanie.
people are getting there maybe 15 minutes after. And yes, there is a right for them to say refusal to care. I'll see you next time, but they won't do that.
No, Stephanie, I don't agree with
Oh,
that.
Lord.
The waiting time for me does the opposite. And I'll crack a joke with a nurse. I'm like, if it's hot, it's because I've been waiting. No. And I think in modern day, we're gonna come to the Brought YouTube Eye, but I'm venting for y'all. Y'all gonna be my therapist today in the comment section. Listen,
Let me see what they say in the comment section.
Brittany said, sitting and hold 45 minutes. Yeah, I don't like it. And I was vented to one of my friends saying, you know what? In today's world, we got AI. We have so much technology. And I'm a person that, as of now, after you have established, because I had a conversation with my doctor, I had to have a conversation to figure out what is going on here.
It's like this is happening too much. Like,
and I knew this the last time I went, it was just so many people in that waiting room. And I was like, no, something else is going on. So I was like, let me find out what's going on here, because there's even more people in the waiting room than usual. And I end up asking her, and she was like, this is what happened. She was like, I was out sick last week and they had to reschedule all of the appointments, and instead of spreading the appointments out, they dumped everything the
same day.
And she was like, and we started going through numbers. I was like, well, how many patients you see on an average of day, and how many people are scheduled today? And then she was like, it was so much on her that she was like, I'm not accepting any walk-in. She was like, I cannot do any walk-in. So that's an exemption. Good evening, everyone. Coming. We're venting. I'm venting right now. Y'all helping me. But nevertheless, in today's world, we have AI, artificial intelligence. We have scheduling software. By now, especially when you have an established relationship with a patient that has been coming to you for years and years upon years, right now you should have had a sophisticated software to develop prototypes of your clients. This personality, like Amanda, she's always showing up to her appointment. She's going to show up 15 minutes. And if she's not going to make her appointment, she's going to call in and reschedule it. Like, by now, you should be able to develop different personality traits. This type of patient, she's always going to be late. That type of patient, we don't know. And what happens is that you're supposed to be able to use
all of them together.
You're
going to just put everybody that comes on time one day, everybody that...
No, not one day, but it will influence how you schedule them, because what a lot of doctors' office do is that it's not one person that has a 9 o'clock appointment. It's 10 people, because they do that to cover cancellations, people showing up late and all that stuff. So I'm saying you could use
So
a
you
more
hip to the program is what you're saying. So
Yes.
you need to give them grace and plan for that extra 45 minutes. Is what
I do plan now. So when I have a 9:00 appointment, Amanda has to block out 2.5 hours to account for them being late. I have to block out a 2.5 hours. So say if I have a 9:00, y'all, I'm venting. see. Oh my gosh. She said it's like the rental company in Atlanta. Oh my God. PTSD. Oh my God. We go to get our rental in Atlanta, Georgia. I tell people, I'm sorry, guys, we're starting, but we're venting on. We went to go and get our rental car in Atlanta, the airport. I was over Atlanta before I left the airport. There were people sitting there from 9:00 in the morning. It is 3 p.m., 4 p.m. in the afternoon. People were sitting there from 9:00 waiting to get their rental car. And I'm like, what is going on?
So I'm gonna interject for a second, and this is why I'm gonna interject. Yeah, great, get all the software that you want, but one thing about humans, we are going to err. To err is human, and so I would love to say that all the time it is that the doctor's office schedule more people than they should have, but honestly, you got people that be showing up there the 20-30 minutes later.
Absolutely.
And I do agree to some extent they should deny them care, but
I'm not even saying deny them. I'm just saying create.
Take care of you first.
No. Create personality types.
Gotcha.
You know that these type of person, especially if they have an established relationship, you know the check-in time, and when there's you have all of that database, because when you go to that doctor's office, you got to check in. So all of that stuff should be in your system.
I'm over here like, note to self, have a personalized system.
No. You have to. The reason why I'm saying that these doctors have to get it together, because at this point, what makes you different, especially if you're all expert, is that customer service experience. There's no way in shape that someone should come and be sitting here for an hour before they see the doctors. And then, insult to injury, I sit an hour to come and talk to my doctor for 2 minutes. How you doing? Good. Okay, bye. I'm like, it doesn't make sense. So that's my venting session. But guys, that's how I was doing a few days ago.
All right, flip the switch. What are you grateful for, Maddie?
I'm doing much better today. And one of the reasons why is because I didn't have to see my doctor today. But I have so much more things. see, someone says reschedule them. This is what and I think doctor's office could probably learn a thing or two about what they have mastered in the service industry. Like my beautician, you come to your apartment late, 15 minutes late, your apartment is going to get canceled and you're going to get charged. You're going to get charged a cancellation fee. And y'all might need to start doing something like that to hold people accountable to make sure that they show up on time. And if not, we're going to reschedule you and you're going to get charged a cancellation fee. Something, but whatever they got going on right now is not working. It's not working. That's my vent. I'm done. But anyways, guys, welcome to Living Single and Safe. See, somebody says I got the wrong doctor. I might have to go doctor shopping because I am telling you it's not working. But welcome, guys. We are so excited to be here tonight. Y'all just heard me venting, but I'm doing much better today. But we're coming right back. This production has been brought to you by Latter Rain. So we're going to tell you a little bit more about Latter Rain, and we will be right back. In the meantime, like, comment, share, invite a friend or two, your family, your auntie. And we're having a beautiful lineup for you today. Today, we're going to talk about Lord, I am so thankful. And we're going to discuss all things Thanksgiving. We know it's the holiday season, and we are just gearing up for the holiday season as a single community. And we're just so excited for what we're going to talk about today. So we will be right back.
This program is brought to you by the Latter Rain Apostolic Worldwide Prayer Hub, the place where the intercessors gather. This is a hub that equips disciples, commissions, and sends them out to do the works of Christ Jesus through the fivefold giftings. We are honored that you have joined us today. Get connected today by visiting our website at www.latterrainapww.org and subscribe to our mailing list. Join us for our weekly prayer meetings on Mondays, Wednesday, and Fridays at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Clubhouse.
And we are back. So we are so excited to be with you. Y'all heard me vent, but after the vent session, we just want today to be all about being thankful. We know that it's the holiday season officially.
Yes.
We know that in the month of November, we are going to be celebrating Thanksgiving, and we are just as a community of single individual. We got married folks, it's all of us. We all here, right? But as a community during the holidays, it's a great time of celebration, but for some people, it might not be as great of a time because you start to remember. And a lot of people, they tend to go through the cycles of grieving because you go around your Thanksgiving table and Big Mama is not there anymore. Or your father is not there, grandpapa's not there. And then you start remembering all of those things and you miss them. You generally miss them. And what we wanted to focus today is I've learned that when you start focusing on being thankful and having an attitude of gratitude, that tends to start to pull you up out of those sunken place, so to speak. So today we're dedicating the entire episode to Thanksgiving and discussing things that we've been thankful for. And in preparation of Thanksgiving, singles, I might give you a little bit of tip of some slick stuff you could say to your family members when they say, why you still single and got a man or a woman? I might give you a tip. We'll see what the Lord said, but still, it's going to be dedicated to Steffi. Come on. Steffi.
I already basically you're like, okay. I'm listening to you, Amanda. Sorry.
Some singles, like, y'all don't understand. Someone that's been single for quite some time. Sometimes, especially if you're at a big family reunion, when you're gonna see your aunts that you have not seen all year round. It's like we have to go through this mental preparation of let me get my mental together, because they're gonna come and say, you still single, you still not married, and you got to go through that.
Somebody you're talking to? Nobody.
You're not talking to nobody. So we got to go through this whole mental preparation to deal with those answers. But before we talk about that, I want to talk about an article that I came across because it's Thanksgiving is the holiday season, right? So one thing that we know about Thanksgiving is that we're all gonna eat some good food, right?
I just had a little harvest at work with my coworkers. So I can't remember what I called it, but basically along the lines of Thanksgiving. Or is it have to be? Yes,
we're gonna have some babies. Exactly. So you just had that you call it harvesting, or it's like a potluck at your job where I'm assuming everyone brought different dishes and meals and everyone partake. I'm so glad you said that because I came across an article a few days ago, y'all, and I just want to bring the news. This is my news of in the spirit of Thanksgiving, of something that happened in Maryland. Sorry, Prophet.
Thank God it's not
Maryland. I'm gonna read the article really quickly. In Howard County, it said 46 people were hospitalized from a foodborne illness outbreak at a workplace in Maryland. It said the fire department had to come and rescue these people. They respond to them. And what happened is that they had a complaint of multiple people having food poisoning after eating the same thing. So what happened is that 46 co-workers had to go to the hospital after eating some noodle dish. Someone prepared noodles, and I'm not sure what happened, but
I'm gonna come in here. Time and temperature abuse, guys, is a real thing. Please, because even for our potluck, all jokes aside, after I noticed people weren't actually grabbing fruit and stuff after a while, I took it and put it on ice. We had the hot box there. I took the food and put it back in the hot box. You have time and temperature abuse is a real thing. 2 hours after you cook meals, don't think it's just going to stay there and not start developing bacteria. So the person may not have even done anything, you know. Although 47 is a large number, she probably
that's a large number.
They don't like her coworkers, but I'm not going to speculate. It could very well be time and temperature abuse.
It was so bad that the health department went in to investigate what happened, and they said, you know, they went to go invest the incident, right? And they came back and said, but they don't believe that it was intentional, right? They don't know. I think it was just maybe a one time. But I'm saying, this is my warning for all you lovely people that will have potlucks at your job, and you know you have not been the most friendly coworker at that job. This is why it pays to be kind to people. When you go to the potluck, do what Amanda does. Who cooked this? you know.
Hey, there's that too.
Don't we do that automatically? We do that automatically. Who made the pasta? Who made the? You might want to start inquiring who bring what dish to the potluck. You know, or you take a little bit of everything. I'll tell you something. You take a little bit of everything because you don't want to offend anyone. You take a little bit of everything and make sure you have your napkin with you. And you take a little chew and you wipe your mouth. If you don't like it, you spill on the napkin and throw it out. You know, you just. So, what do you think about that step? 46.
I just need to make a disclaimer. Amanda's views are her own because I literally just had a potluck at work, and I know some of my coworkers watch this. I ate y'all's food. I just want y'all to know I did. Obviously, I prayed over it, and that's why. Like I said, time and temperature abuse. On a serious note, though. It's very, very serious. People don't take that into consideration. Like, you can ask. From the minute I knew people were bringing hot stuff, I said, oh, the hot box will be here even before I get here. We're going to have ice. Like, certain things you must ensure that you have. But I don't think the person, now that I heard the story, I don't think they did it deliberately. 47 is a large number.
How would you feel, Steffi, if you were the person that made the noodles and people got sick from eating your food? Like, how would you? I would feel so bad. I'm never going
to start looking for another job, okay? Because I know it can't bring nothing else. Well, in my case, I got a whole business on food, so I would feel terrible. That's an automatic closed.
But I do like that that statement about time and temperature, because especially when they have the potlucks at work, a lot of people don't think about that. They'll bring the food and sit it out, and you know it'll get cold. Somebody says, I don't eat at potlucks. It'll get cold. And, you know, I never thought about that. But, yeah, 46 people got sent to the hospital. It was so bad that the fire department got involved, the health department got involved, all these people. And it made the news. It made the news.
Listen, this is my little 2 cents. I wonder if they're going to do a follow-up story, because I want to know this stuff.
If I think if the health department did their investigation and they found that there was no foul play, that's the end of the story. So they found that this person came in there, they were getting ready to quit. And they was like, you know, I'm going out with a bang. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a follow-up story of criminal charges set against somebody. But I thought that was very interesting, seeing that article came out a few days ago, and we're in Thanksgiving with a lot of businesses, a lot of businesses and businesses are going to come together to celebrate the holidays. And I just did a little tidbit for my business owners. If you're someone that owns a businesses and you have employees and all of that stuff coming in and doing the potluck, please make sure you have your insurance in place. All of these. No, it's serious.
Serious. Yeah.
All of this stuff in place to cover yourself from this liability, because there is a level of liability that can come along with people getting sick. And, you know, what if someone had died? Well, that's a lawsuit now, you know. So make sure you do what you got to do. Or maybe you want to control it and said, you know, instead of everyone bringing their individual meals, let's order from this restaurant, this vendor, and they will prepare the meal while we celebrate. That's my 2 cents. Definitely.
But yeah, no. While you were talking, I literally was thinking about Yo, muscle of holidays.
I'm fasting. That's a good way to get out of it. That's a good way to get out of it. I'm fasting today for religious reasons. I cannot participate. I love it.
Something you said that actually started basically turning my thinking box. You said, what if the person didn't like you? So funny story. I'm not going to call names,
Oh my
but
God.
I have a coworker that literally said, "Oh, I'm scared to eat because they might try to poison us."
Oh
And
my
I was like, it was a joke. It was meant to be a joke, but
It was. And, you know, we'll hope to God that there's no one there that would be that kind of malicious
yeah.
in trying to take folks out of here. And I really think this noodle story, I think that was just, it was just by accident that happened.
Yeah.
I know that if I was the person that cooked the noodles, I would feel so horrible to know that I sent 46 people to the hospital. The fire department came because of my cooking, and the health department is not investigating because of my cooking. I would feel so bad. I am pretty sure that person's not cooking Thanksgiving this year.
No, you know, with the age of social media, somebody probably would have taken a picture of the pasta, picture of done.
Speaking about food, okay, y'all. I guess today is Amanda's vent day, and we talking about Thanksgiving. You know what is one of the biggest atrocity when it comes to food and Thanksgiving? There is nothing worse in the world, because I eat with my eyes. You know, I love presentation. Like, it gotta look good, right? You eat with the eyes, you start imagining, oh, it's gonna be good, blah blah blah. There's nothing worse in the world when you go to a potluck or a dinner or whatever, and the food looks delicious. So you put a big
yourself up.
on your plate because you like, this is gonna be good. Like I'm a potato salad kind of girl. I love potato salad. I just look, and you take a big clump of potato salad because it just looks so good. It got the paprika on it, got a little relish in it. It's good, right? Got all of it, and you put it on your plate for you to take a bite. And it's less than desirable. It's the absolutely worst when something tastes worse than it looks. Am I the only person that gets like this big, like, come on, like?
No, I feel like we all get that anticipation because, like you said, most people, they eat with their eyes and then touch and texture, of course. But yeah, you eat with your eyes. So taste, if it's not good, I'm not going back there.
Yeah. It's the worst thing ever. Does anyone in the chat have any like little nuances when it comes to Thanksgiving where you were like, I don't really like this? It could be that you don't really care too much if Auntie Tisha makes the greens this year. Because, you know, I found out that it's always the ones that don't cook that want to cook a meal for Thanksgiving. They don't cook all year round, but they want to make sure you like. Do you guys have anything with food? I'll talk to the comment section. Do you have anything in food where you like, Thanksgiving is coming up? All right, who's gonna make the ham? Who is not gonna make the ham? Like, you know, like you might have some family members like that person is not allowed to make any dishes, so we're gonna tell them to bring the utensils only. Like, you can bring napkins. Or just saying, say no new dishes. And you know, with Thanksgiving, this is my little pet peeve. This Thanksgiving, do not take Thanksgiving dinner to be the time to experiment. No experiment. Don't come up here and say, like, for example, I'm gonna try raisin the nuts in the potato salad this year. Don't do that. Do not.
Raisin potato salad are good. I'm done. I'm done.
Do not do this because you're gonna have an audience and you're gonna say, I'm gonna try out this new recipe. Like, don't do that. We need tried and true. We need experience. Proven years of experience to prepare the Thanksgiving meal. Don't come and tell my auntie, you know, this year, can I make the mac and cheese? Don't do that. Don't do that. Not for Thanksgiving. You could do that some other day, but not Thanksgiving. See, the audience is agreeing. The audience, I'm speaking. See, no rookie cooks. No, this is not the time. You could cook any other day, but this is not the time for you to come and try to display your cooking skills on Thanksgiving. Don't do it.
I cannot. If you guys need to, get some cooking classes beforehand, we still got a few weeks left.
No. You need to wait until next year. You could start now, but we would
Mandy's like, no, not at all.
because there's nothing worse. I remember someone at my former church. She was like, her father was gonna make the turkey, right? And I guess for some reason he I didn't know. Y'all tell me. He wanted to. What was it? Was it? It wasn't roast. It wasn't. Was it?
Is
roast?
it fried? Some
Fried
people
the
fry
turkey. I
the
think it was
turkey.
fried the turkey. Yes, he wanted to fry the turkey.
Yeah.
He wanted to fry the turkey. I don't know what happened, but that thing went up in inferno. I gotta go find the picture. That thing went up inferno. When I tell you that turkey was black like the background for my living single safe background, and she came and brought the picture to church, and we had ourselves a grand time. See, I like this. This is truth. Somebody says some people cooking for Thanksgiving all day long and still no taste in the food. Oh my God. They certainly don't cook all year round. I am with you, Auntie Pat. I am with you. And the truth be told is that it could just be your hands is just not seasoned. That just, that cooking might not be your thing. And that's okay. We're just going to redirect you. And redirect you out of the kitchen. Maybe decoration might be a more appealing thing where you get to lay at the table and put the utensils on the table. Maybe getting the juice from the supermarket and you buy the juice and the soda and the water. And we're not going to offend anyone at this Thanksgiving. We're just going to redirect you to a more appropriate position. Y'all in agreement? We redirect you.
I'm over here like, Lord, I'm so thankful that you allow people to know their lanes. Driving your own lane. Let me stop.
And I don't feel no ways out. Like, I know for this Thanksgiving, if anyone wants anything from me this year, I'm gonna do dessert. I will bake a cake or something, or I might go to a bakery and bring a cake. I might do something like that. I'm not saying I can't cook. Sometimes my mom yell at me and like, you need to cook something. I'm not saying I can't cook. I just like to be, as a single person, exercise the luxury of not having to cook. That's one of the perks of being single. I could exercise that luxury. But like, you need to make the sides. I love making sides, so maybe I'll make some kind of side this year. We'll see. But I don't feel pressure to go to my mom and say, "Mom, can I make the ham?" No, that's I ain't there yet. I'm not gonna be that person feeling insecure about her hand making skill, because I know my position. And my position is dessert and sides. That's where I'm at right now. Dessert and sides right now. Steffi, what you doing for Thanksgiving? Are you cooking anything this year? What you cooking?
Am I cooking? No, I'm not cooking anything. I hardly. It's not that I can't cook.
I know you can't. You got a whole thingamajig.
I hardly cook in my house. I have 2 chefs that I live with majority of the time. So there's a competition between them as to who is going to make the better whatever. So no, I stay in my own lane. I will taste and let you know how this tastes.
I love it. I love having that luxury of not having to cook.
She has no faith in us, Mandy, that we're gonna get married. Because we don't. Like,
my mom just came to me. My mom just came to. She said, "Oh my God, they're like princesses. You finally got it. We are princesses. In fact, I have my crown. I'll be right back. I have my crown."
I was gonna go. Oh, Amanda is a mess. But guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
You called it and identified it. So I'll just wear my crown for the rest of the day. But we are princesses. So yes. And my mom just came to me the other day with this foolishness, saying, "Well, Amanda, when you start cooking is when you get a man. When you start cooking is, that's how I know you're gonna get married soon, is when you start cooking." And I'm like, "Well, Mom, as a single person, I don't have to cook, so why wouldn't I enjoy this luxury until it lasts?" It's not that we don't know how to cook. It's just that we don't want to cook. See, there's a difference. Somebody said, "He said,
I'm gonna correct you, Mandy." Oh Lord, take that down, Mandy. Why are you sending our business out? It's like, I'm kidding.
Somebody said, "Who will cook for this husband?" Okay, so this is my thing. I do know how to cook. In
Right.
fact, I know that I am going to be the type of parent that I need to know everything that goes in my child's mouth. So I'm the person that I will make the pasta from scratch. If I could make rice from scratch, I would do that too. But that's impossible because it's impossible because it's a
Plan
grain.
that, yeah.
It's a grain. But I'm the person that I like to know what's going in the person's mouth. So if I can make it from scratch, I'm going to make it from scratch. So it's that I do know how to cook. It's just I choose not to cook. And my idea, this is my idea because I got a game plan. I'm not
You won't have to.
a day. I will cook 2 times because I figured if I cook 2 times a week, that covers 4 days. See, I cover 4 days, and then I'm hoping that hubby knows how to cook. So he'll cook 1 time that covers 2 days, and we'll eat out 1 day. So see, I got the whole thing worked out in my head. Or option B, I'm gonna be rich. You could just hire a chef.
I used to say that too, Mandy. You know, that's no, because depending on who the chef is, hubby might leave with the chef. It's like, I'm kidding.
No, well, this is what you do with the chef. You hire either a male or an old woman, like an old Mrs. Doubtfire type of personality. She's in her 80s, in her 80s, and not one of the new 80s, because these new 80s are like in their 40s, not in the new 80s. You need one of those old school 80s that she need a walker kind of 80s. So we got options. I told my mom, I said, in 2024, it's not the same anymore. Like no one has the time to cook every single day, and I think we all can agree to that. Especially as a woman in 2024, we all have our full-time jobs. Some
Too
of
many
us
hats.
are business owners. Some of us are in school. We have so many different responsibilities. So thinking that we're gonna cook every single day, that's out of the window. You can just throw that out the window. That's gone. That's gone. Yes, ma'am. Somebody says, please marry a guy who can cook. Yes, auntie. That's the goal, auntie.
She's like, that's already on the list of things.
It's not a deal breaker for me, but it's an added benefit. So if you're trying to holler at me, that's one of the questions. Can you cook? Because I might need you to cook once or twice. In fact, I have some male friends that they love cooking. It's therapeutic for them. So different personalities. I know some households that the woman doesn't cook at all. It's the guy that cooks because he's like, she can't cook. She can't cook. I don't want her. She's gonna send us to the hospital like the 46 people, and we're gonna have 47 patients. So they stay out the kitchen. I love you, but that's just not your forte. I got it. So it's a different dynamic. It's different dynamic. Somebody said their parents still cook and clean for them. Don't hate. I see the jealousy coming from this comment. Don't hate that we have the luxury. You don't hate. I hope you guys are enjoying this conversation, but we're getting ready for Thanksgiving for those who are tuning in, and we're just talking about the different nuances that's happening or that's going to happen as it pertains to the food portion of Thanksgiving. If you're the person that's going to be cooking, put it in the chat. What my mom, she said, yes, marry someone who could cook. Yes, ma'am. So if you have a young son that's in his 30s, that's single, 6 foot tall with a full beard, broad shoulders, and can cook, send them my way. That's it's in.
Oh Lord, we're gonna put that on an ad. Maybe we'll put that on a t-shirt. So the next time you go out,
6 foot, full beard, broad shoulders, and can cook.
You obsessed with this 6 foot? I love it.
It's so
he's
funny.
In Boston.
Somebody said he's in Boston. I'm gonna make a trip to come to Boston. I was in Connecticut the other day. That's really close. I just do a hop and skip the next time I'm in Connecticut to Boston to go meet this young man. But I love it. So we talked about food. So for those who are cooking this year, one thing that my mom does that I noticed that she does with Thanksgiving is that she start cooking early. Because I saw someone says, some people they'll cook all day long and blah blah blah. What my mom does now, especially for the meat, she'll cook the meat maybe the day before so that it marinates, and then so that's because the meat tends to be like the most time consuming. So she might cook that a day before, and then she might do like the sides in the morning so that she's not in that kitchen all day long. And I know for some households it's a bonding moment. They like to come together
That's what I say.
and
Hmm.
and cook together and talk and chit chat and get caught up. I remember we used to feed the homeless for Thanksgiving. It's like a big community thing where I am, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do it again this year. But my church at the time, we used to get together Thanksgiving morning, early Thanksgiving morning. I'm going to tell a joke now. Early Thanksgiving morning, we'll come together, we'll cook, we'll make breakfast, and we'll go out and feed the homeless. We'll go out and feed people without homes. You got to learn how to say it properly. People without homes in the morning. And I remember my job assignment for whenever that used to happen. Y'all don't judge me, y'all. For some reason, I used to get the assignment to iron the sheets. I never understood that assignment. My assignment was to iron the sheets. I don't know what they got to do or anything, but I used to have to iron sheets. But I remember one day I came in there, was like, hey guys, I want to cook this year. And I tell you, these women of God kicked me out of that kitchen so fast. They was like, out you go. They kicked me out of that kitchen. But I can proudly say, eventually I got upgraded to the potatoes. I was allowed to make the home fries. So each year I was getting promoted. But the first year I was on sheet duty. I had to iron tablecloth and sheet. That was my assignment. But eventually I got upgraded to the yes, ma'am. Somebody said I got to run out. But eventually I got upgraded to doing hot potatoes. So my question is, while we're in the Thanksgiving season, does anyone have anything planned that they're going to do to give back to the community this year? Anything planned? Like Latter Rain, I know that we are going to go out
17.
the homeless on the 17th in the DMV area. We love to give back. So if you are someone in the DMV area and you want to come hang out with us as we go out in the community to be a blessing to someone, let us know, send us a message, and we will tell you all of the arrangements. But we will be out in the community since it is the season to give back. In fact, we're supposed to give back all year round. Meet us on November 17th.
No, definitely, I second that. I don't like talking about it, but I try my best to give back every day, in one way or the other. And this is the season to be grateful for what the Father has given. So if you guys can, pay it forward for somebody. Like, you have people in line sometimes. I remember doing this one time and the lady came out and she was so much tears. She's like, oh my God. And I was mad that I was still in that place, but she was like, you don't know how much you blessed me. So definitely, if you can, definitely pay it forward. And even if it's $1, I know people be like, oh, you're just giving them $1, but it adds up. So try to do something nice. Buy them Starbucks,
Something. Please, do all of the things that you do this year, please, in this holiday season, let's go above and beyond our person and think about doing some good for someone else this season. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back with Stephanie nutritional tip. And after the break, we are going to come back with what are we thankful for. We're going to go around the room. We're going to go around the chat, and we're going to do some decrees and declarations of things that we are thankful today. Because I've learned that there is something that happens when we start to adopt an attitude of gratitude. Everything is not perfect, but sometimes we focus on the things that are not good, that we forget to be thankful and focus on the things that are good. And I think when we start to really focus on those things that are good, we'll start realizing that those good things actually outweigh the bad things. So what we're going to do is that we're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with our nutritional tip. As you all know, we love music here. So this is E. Scott with Spread the Love. We will be right back.
Yeah, yeah. Love, oh love. Love's a wonderful thing when you have it in your heart. Love, oh love. Love is patient, love is kind. Gotta do this loving right. L-O-V-E, talking about you and me. Everybody say yes. Can we spread the love the world needs today? Oh yeah, everybody say yes. Oh yeah, love, oh love. Love empowers, love is pure, and we need it more and more. Love, oh love. Love is patient, love is kind. Gotta do this love thing right. L-O-V-E, L-O-V-E, talking about you and me. Everybody say, can we spread the love? What we need today? Love, oh love. Yes, love is perfect, and it's kind and it's good. Spread love. I was sinking deep in sin, far from the peaceful shore. Hey, oh, very deeply stained within, seeking to rise no more. Come on, sing it right here. L-O-V-E, talking about you and me. Everybody say, can we spread the love? What we need today. L-O-V-E, L-O-V-E, what does it really mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. L-O-V-E, 'cause love is perfect for you and me right here, right now, each and every day. Yeah. L-O-V-E, everybody say yeah, yeah. Great love.
Hi guys. Okay, so as promised, I know at the beginning of the show I was like, I'll tell you guys why I'm tired. Have you guys been feeling a little weary recently? Like tired, like no matter the amount of sleep you're getting, you still feel exhausted? Well, it's definitely the fact that you need to make sure that you're taking your vitamin D. A lot of people don't think about it, but you have to be if you're not getting the amount of sunlight, which most melanin people need 30 minutes a day, then you need to at least be taking your vitamin D3. Another thing is water. So I personally have not been hydrating like I normally do. And we tend to think that because it's the cold season, because it's starting to get a little bit colder outside, we do not need as much water. But hydration, vitamin D, two very important things. Also, sleep. You have to make sure that you are getting enough sleep. And then, of course, I always tell you guys, a balanced diet, it's even more important in the winter season or the colder season, because honestly, I don't know where this cold weather is. It's taking longer to come out. But in this season, it's important that we are getting regular exercise, that we're trying to at least go and move a little bit more. I've been doing more of the exercise portion every day. And then for some people, it might just very well be that you need light therapy. So when you think of like natural sounds and stuff like that, because you may not get to see the birds chirping on the outside during this season because they're not in the area because it's too cold, all those things can actually add up to why you're feeling a little bit more tired, a little bit more exhausted. So for sure, if you don't already take your multivitamins, I encourage you right now to go ahead and start taking those. Vitamin D, very, very, very important. During this season, you know, doctors may go against this, but I do encourage people to do vitamin D because a lot of people don't even check their vitamin D levels. And then the other thing, final thing, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Make sure that you are drinking enough water. This is Stephanie, and I'm done speaking.
Are you dreaming of transforming your house into your dream home? Look no further than Dixon's Home Improvement, your premier destination for all your home improvement needs. At Dixon's Home Improvement, we understand that your home is your sanctuary. That's why we're dedicated to providing top-notch services tailored to your unique vision and lifestyle. From kitchen and bathroom remodels to custom carpentry and floor installation, our team of experienced professionals is committed to turning your dreams into reality. With our attention to detail, quality craftsmanship, and personalized approach, we'll make sure your home reflects your style and exceeds your expectations. So why wait? Contact Dixon's Home Improvement today, and let's start building the home you've always wanted.
Thank you so much.
I was like, let me apologize. I didn't even realize the phone was back here ringing. I'm like, no, I'm like,
No, that was early. I am so glad that you shared that tip. That was, you know, that doctor's office visit that I was complaining about. It's so funny that you said your vitamin C and multivitamin because you know, that after me waiting for an hour plus, that was one of the things we discussed, and she ended up prescribing me saying, okay, we got to get your vitamin D level up and to make sure you get your multivitamins in and water. So all that you talked about is what happened in that doctor's visit. So she prescribed me to get the vitamin D. I think it's what 10,000 ICU or something like that.
yeah,
That's the one that
10,000.
you take like once a week for the vitamin D, and then you know your multivitamin you take every day. And then I'm still working on the water part. So thank you so much for sharing that nutritional tip. It's so vital.
So the phone started ringing because I was honestly going to tell you I don't eat too much. Okay. I'm watching you. Moderation is key for this Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
I'm joking.
No. It's needed. Come on. If we all be guilty, I am making a vow to Amanda. Well, I don't eat much anyway. So, you know, we used to diet all year round. How many people are guilty of that? You diet all year round, and all the weight that you lost all year round, you gain it back in the holiday season. Am I the only person that used to be guilty of that? All the weight you lost all year round, you start packing on those pounds because you know the food is good. You get to eat the dessert. The eggnog is out. You know they all. You know Dunkin' Donuts and Starbucks got their pumpkin spice, whatever they got going on. Pumpkin pie, potato pie. You know all of this stuff. So just be mindful. Be what they say. Be mindful. Be dramatic.
No, but all jokes aside, mindful eating is more important. If you reach your level of satiety, stop. Because you're gonna end up with a tummy ache, and honestly, your body only needs but so much from food. So make sure that you're being mindful.
I have a question about that. You know, sometimes when we eat, and after you eat a lot, you become lethargic and you gotta go lay down and sleep. Is that it from your experience and your expertise? As you guys don't know, Steffi's a nutritionist. She's in there. She's taking her test to be certified and all that stuff. But from your expertise and from your experience, is that an indication that we overate if we get lethargic? Because
Definitely. You ever try putting too much fuel in your car?
yeah, it'll if you do, it'll overflow.
Yeah, because it's too much, right?
Mhm.
So the same thing. Your body's saying, "Hey, I need to get rid of this." And easiest way to do that is to make sure all of your organs work. What's the best time? When you're asleep.
So it puts you to sleep. Okay, because I've heard that too as well, that your body kind of technically shuts down everything to focus on digesting the food to get that food.
Correct.
So
Correct.
Don't eat
And
yourself into a coma this year.
and a lot of people eat ham and stuff like that during the holidays. Those things take longer to digest. So it's just your body's way of saying, I need time. And the only way that you're not going to continue to stuff your face is for you to sleep.
Interesting. How about ham? Specifically, ham can have a high sodium and salt content.
Yep.
Is
Yep.
there anything that people can do to offset the increase in sodium and salt? Because some people might suffer from high blood pressure. Anything
So I
that
know,
can offset anything that might have high sodium?
well, definitely water. Look at me. No, seriously, hydrate, because your sodium, which is sodium chloride, get me going into chemistry here, but I'm trying not to.
Hey, no,
But yeah,
you're helping us.
when I think of sodium chloride, the iron needs to attach to something else, and water is the best thing. It'll create hydrochloric acid, which is what your stomach needs to digest your food. So, yeah, more water.
How
Increase the
about
amount.
salt? Because we're gonna eat a lot of dessert. Is it water
You're gonna
too?
balance out. You're
Now I'm
gonna
trying to figure out how we gonna eat a balanced diet around this Thanksgiving meal. So I'm just trying to, I'm trying to plan.
It's
This is the
impossible,
scientific
man.
side of my head
It's
saying, okay, I'm gonna eat
This
this.
is why I say, right, just be mindful. Mindful eating is more important than anything else, because you could sit with a dietitian or nutritionist all day and they could tell you what they think is the best way for you. But I'm gonna be honest, each individual is different. Like, we don't all eat the same, etc. So I just say, when your body tells you this is it, you'll know. On top of it, you shouldn't even be having high sodium stuff, but that's a conversation for another time. Like, you could buy the lamb that's not drenched in sodium, and then they do sell like the brines these days, I think it's what it's called, that don't have any sodium in it. So all those things can kind of help, and you add as you go. Y'all
This
remember
is
the
good.
Black Friday paper?
Oh my God. Okay. I gotta get a backstory with this, y'all. I gotta get a backstory with this. Bishop Sean, help me if I butcher this. Hey, Bishop Sean, help me if I butcher this. So last year, I think we were in a clubhouse room, and Bishop Sean was like, yeah, we have a tradition in my house, right? He's like, we have a tradition in my household. And he's like, I'm looking forward to it. Black Friday is coming up. And he said, my tradition is that we'll go to the store and we'll get a newspaper. And so I come up there saying, Bishop Sean, you do know that you don't gotta buy newspaper today, you. Oh, okay. See, I'm butchering. It's not a tradition, but they had a thing in their house where they said, I'm gonna go get a newspaper.
He
And
said, don't come from a tradition.
oh, okay, it is a tradition. So he's like, we have a tradition. He said, don't come from my tradition. I knew I was gonna butcher this, but I'm giving the main part. So Bishop Sean was like, yeah, we have a tradition where we go and get the newspaper, right? I'm gonna tell you, right? I'm not gonna tell the full story yet, Bishop Sean. So I said, Bishop Sean, you do know that they got news articles on the internet now, you don't gotta purchase a newspaper. You could just go on Google and Yahoo and CBS and NBC, and they have these thing called posts and online articles. You don't gotta buy a newspaper anymore. Mr. Sean was like, no, we go because we like to cut up the coupons. And I'm like, but Bishop Sean, they got online coupons.
I like coupons.
Like, so that's our inside joke. That's our inside joke. You talk about we got the Black Friday newspaper. Bishop Sean likes old school tradition. They like to cut up the coupons, and he likes the rush of going into the store. And I'm shocked they still accept coupons. Like, many of us, we don't do the Black Friday thing anymore. We used to be on the long lines early in the morning, waiting to get the best deals. We don't do that anymore, Bishop Sean. We just go to Amazon. I'm sorry, Bishop Sean. We just go to Amazon. Does anyone else still besides Bishop Sean? Does anyone else go couponing to go to Black Friday to stand on hours of long lines to go and get a deal that you can get on Amazon? And Walmart is even getting better. What do you do that, Steffi? Do you cut coupons and read? What do you do, Steffi? No, right? We got the
Amazon Prime. But I don't know. Are we getting a deal? It depends. We don't know. 'Cause we don't
So
coupon,
Bishop,
so
we're
we
not
know.
coming for you. Bishop, that's
No.
your tradition. If you like it, I love it. I'm just saying
No.
the rest of the world, we online. We don't
No,
go
but
and get newspaper and cut up
I
coupons.
have a friend, just because you said that, she gets a whole cart full of stuff by couponing and pays like $2 or $3. So
Yeah,
it's something we're missing.
it's quite
Man,
impressive. It's quite impressive. Now I
yeah.
know that there are people that they do. He said, "I love you too." I do know there are some people that they have tremendously savings, and to be honest, the way this economy is set up, we may need to start learning from those people of how you do it because they do save a lot of money couponing. They do. I think
Yeah.
it takes a lot of effort, but I guess it depends on how you measure. Okay, this is the accountant coming on. I guess you have to. It depends on how you measure um savings, right? Like for me, I measure savings and I factor time value because my time is valuable. See, that's why I go off at the doctors because I'm a person that my time is more valuable. In fact, even though I'm in finance, I think time is a greater currency than money because money I can make it, I can spend it,
Lose so
make
fast.
it back. Time, once you spend it, it's not coming back. So in my world, my time is more precious than money, right? But for the couponer, she's saving all of this money, but in my head, I'm thinking, well, how much time does it take to gather the coupons? How much time does it take to cut the coupons? Like all of this stuff to save
It's a
money.
pastime.
You know,
You know?
because
You know
I look
people
at
do
time.
puzzles? That's how she does couponing.
Yeah, but
I'm not
it's
gonna call her name, but I just thought about that while you were saying that. So I can't what I say you can knock his tradition.
no, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
knock the tradition. It was hilarious though, Bishop. If that's what works for you, the newspaper. God created us all differently and unique. That's why we have a rainbow of people. We are all different and unique. It adds to
But
the
I'm so
zest
thankful.
and feel of life. I love the differences, but I'm just saying I'll never be Bishop Sean to go and buy a newspaper to coupon it. That's just not me. I ain't doing it. Bishop. Not when I could go on Amazon and click what I want. Around the holidays, they're gonna have a lot of savings and everything. Cyber Monday is a thing. I don't do the Black Friday standing on the lines anymore. I'm not doing it because my time is more precious. Steffi, where you at? Black Friday shopping.
Something just also popped up in my head when you said that, right? You guys remember seeing where the girl was, I think it was a girl. She went into the store and she was like filming because the thing said 70% off or whatever. And she decided, just being curious, to pull the thing away. And it happened that the price sign that was up there was actually a lot more than the original price.
Oh, I can attest to that. As someone that used to work in retail, I will not say the company. I'm not going to say the company that I work for, and they're not the only one
Let's
that
go
does it.
Google Amanda,
But
y'all. Second.
but I'm gonna tell a little bit of my story. So I used to work in retail, and I remember when I first started at this retail job, I used to be one of those customer service reps. So you work the cashier and everything. Well, Amanda learned quickly I don't like to deal with customers. I don't. I am great with customer. Like I am great personality. You have the best experience in the world, but I don't want to deal with customers. I don't want to deal with the whine and the complaint, the this and that. I don't want to hear it. Right. So when I went back to do this retail job, I was like, I want to be on the pricing team. I want to be on the support team that helps stock the floor. You do the design, you replenish the stocks, and we do the pricing. And I can attest to that's what retailers do. Whenever they're getting ready to mark the price down, as in giving you a big discount, they will raise the base price. They will raise the base price and then apply the percentage savings. And you're saving that dollar amount that you're going to spend a lot of times equal the same amount that it was, right? That is on sale. But the thing is that it's a psychological thing because people like that gratification of knowing that they're saving. It's so deceptive.
Yeah.
They like oh, I'm saving 50%. So I know that to be a factor that a lot of retailers do that. They raise that price before they mark it down. and say, oh, you're saving your discount. Absolutely. Yes, I can attest to that. I can attest to that. But pivoting a little bit, for those that are coming in, we are just talking about Thanksgiving. Earlier, we talked about the food.
So Mandy was bending.
Oh, yeah, it started out with me venting about the doctor's office, but we're past that. Well, we talked about the food and the fellowship that's happening. But as we're coming to an end, I want to talk about gratitude, because in the Thanksgiving season, even though this is the time that the world has dedicated for Thanksgiving, I am a big believer that we should always be thankful. We should always have an attitude of gratitude. There's always something you can be thankful for. And I want to bring this message in clear, especially for those that are grieving, for those that, things are not perfect, and things that life is not going the way you would have liked it to go, things that you hope that you would have accomplished, you didn't accomplish it all, whatever your circumstances. I am going to challenge you this year. When you find yourself in those moments, I'm trying to find my scripture because it's living, single, and saved. When you find yourself in those moments of being down and all that stuff, especially in this season, I want you to start making a mental list of things that you are thankful for. I want you to start going through that list and saying, God, I'm thankful you did this. And you just start going down that list. It could be as simple as, God, I want to thank you for waking me up this morning. God, I want to thank you for blah, blah, blah. And we're going to go around that. And my scripture is Psalms 118. I got to have a little scripture where it says, oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, because his mercy endured forever. And I'm saying this weekend, one thing I did, I just, my brain works different. And one thing that I was doing is that I was looking up the Gaza Strip, right? And I wanted to see, how does the Gaza Strip look as of today versus how it looked a few years ago, 2 years ago, before that war started. And the images and the videos that I saw was gut-wrenching. And I started thinking, saying, sometimes we can be so preoccupied with our own reality that we don't really realize that there's somebody else that their reality is worse off than where we are. We're so focused on the things that we don't have, the things that are not going well, blah, 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 blah. So I'm starting my thankfulness, because I've come to the realization through seeing those images that there's somebody on the other side of the world that's running for their life. There's someone on the other side of the world that they waking up today and they don't know where their next meal is coming from. There's someone on the other world, they don't know if they're going to even make it through the next day, because there's a war going on in their backyard, literally in their backyard. They're in the hospital, and that's supposed to be a safe haven, and they're bombing the hospital. And even as Americans, sometimes we can just be so self-centered that we don't realize that there's somebody else, that their reality of normalcy is completely different. So I'm saying, in this season of Thanksgiving, please, even in those downturn moments, even those moments that you're not doing so great, start listing those things that you're grateful for. So I'm going to start, and we can go back and forth. One thing that I am tremendously thankful for this year is I had the privilege of doing a lot of ministry assignments this year, going and ministering and bringing worship into different states and different regions. And one thing I am so tremendously grateful and thankful for this year are all the beautiful people that I met. I've met so many new people this year that are genuine believers in the body of Christ, that have a passion for love. And I'm just so grateful and thankful for all of the different lives that have come in contact. So that's one thing I'm thankful for. What's one thing you're thankful for, Steph?
I agree. I'm very, very, very grateful for the day-to-day interactions that I have with people. It just reminds me, honestly, that where I am right now, it wasn't where I was 2 days ago or a day ago. And so I'm just grateful for, one, the love that I'm able to give to others and receive back, and the open-mindedness that comes from that.
Thank you. If you're in the comment section, start listing 1 or 2 things that you're thankful for in this Thanksgiving season. 1 or 2 things that you are thankful for this year, that it could be anything. It could be health. That's one thing I am so tremendously thankful this year, because I remember a few years ago, my health was being touched, and I'm so thankful today that that I am in a healthy place today, and I am so grateful for that place that I'm in as it pertains to health. Steph, got anything you're thankful for?
Family. I'm grateful for family. Definitely. The ones that I have that are biological, and then the ones I meet every single day. You know what I mean? I'm grateful for family. I'm also grateful for love, right? That comes from everywhere, to be honest with you. Even for the people who, you know, it's a little tougher to thing. I'm still grateful for them, because I'm thinking about being open-minded, and we have to be open-minded to accept criticism, to accept differences. And so I'm thankful for that, because it keeps me on my toes.
I love the love that you talked about, because a group of my friends, we were sitting around and chit-chatting. We'd chit-chat and be on FaceTime. And one of the discussions we had as a group was that many of us, especially as singles, you know, we place so much value and emphasis on the romantic relationships, right? And we are learning to really appreciate the friendships that we have, because there's a level of love and community that comes from that, that supplements that. You know, we put this big emphasis on, oh my God, oh my God, oh man, I'm looking. And you know, yes, but we also have to appreciate the love that you get from these other types of relationship, from your family, from your friends. So definitely, I'm in agreement. Shonda, she says that she is thankful for family and life, health, and strength. So keep putting in the chat, what are you thankful for? We have Brittany. She says, I am thankful for the Creator, my mind, my family, salvation, peace, and wholeness. That is beautiful. So keep putting in the chat things that you are thankful for. One thing I'm also thankful for this year is completion. I am so tremendously thankful for completion, because this year I have, and I am completing some things that took me 10 years. Things that were delayed for 10 years. And even sometimes I'll have like a little bit of anxiety. Like I'm about to finish school in a few weeks, and I have an anxiety saying, oh my God, you're not going to be able to complete this. But by the grace of God, I'm so thankful that He has allowed me to complete certain things that were milestone and very important in my life, that God assisted and aided me to be able to complete those things this year. And I'm so thankful for that. Anything else on your end, Steffi?
I'm thankful. I just popped in my head. I'm thankful for single and saved, you know, and I hope that we are like actually doing something. You know, I'm grateful for, because this is an opportunity, believe it or not, more than anything else, to share our viewpoints, to agree to disagree sometimes, so that people can see that what you're feeling is real, how, you know. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for this space. I'm grateful for the young people that listen to us. Shout out to Charlene and her kids, because they faithfully, you know what I mean? And I'm like, there's so much, Mandy, so much. The air in our lungs right now, like so much that I'm grateful for, because yeah, another day. It's another day.
So as you go throughout this season, if we can leave you with anything, is find something. Find something that you are grateful for. Even I remember the scripture says, all things work together for the good of them that believe in the Lord. I hope I quoted that correctly. I feel like I said that right. But I'm saying, even in the bad times, please, my beloved ones, find something that you're thankful for. There's always something that you're thankful for, because guess what? There's somebody else that's in a worse off situation. And even if you have to compare yourself, you know, God, I'm not homeless. I thank you. God, I have a job. I'm thankful. Even if you don't have a job, God, I'm thankful that I have some kind of income. Some of us have unemployment. God, I thank you that I am in my right mind. There's some people that they don't have that. Some people don't have peace of mind. God, I'm thankful for the peace. So please find something in this season to be thankful for. Oh my God, Leon is in the chat and he is trolling us. He is
I
trolling us.
was gonna, I was gonna say though, what I
can't
love,
stand
what I
him. I
yeah,
cannot
what did
stand
you
him.
love?
I cannot stand. You know, Leon, I'm thankful that you're over 6 foot tall because you being under 6 foot would not work. If Leon is 5'3", that would not work because it's just so much overcompensation that he would be doing. And I could only imagine what 5'3" Leon would be versus 6'3" Leon. So I'm grateful that you are thankful that you're over 6 foot tall. He's such a troll. Oh my God. He is absolutely
But you were saying something, Mandy.
uh-huh.
And this is what I hear, right? Be thankful for the test because the test becomes a testimony. So you have to be thankful. And sometimes we look at this season, this time as like rejection for some folks, but honestly, it is for your protection. It's for your protection. So
Absolutely.
yes. So, you know, and sometimes you might need to block out what you see, what you hear, you know, and focus on where you're headed because God has a purpose for each and every one of us, for real, for real. So perfect topic to say, Lord, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for literally every single thing, the things that I have seen already and the unseen. But yeah.
Absolutely. I have a quick announcement for those that are in the chat that will be watching the replay and everything. Please, this is my announcement for today. Latter Rain, the conference will be May 23rd, 2025. Registration is officially open. It opened November 1st. So if you would like to register and attend the conference, feel free to visit www.latterrainapww.org to register today. Next year's theme will be a gap, Ezekiel's call, a gathering of the prophets. And I tell you, it's going to be a phenomenal gathering. So if you're interested in attending, visit the website today, www.latterrainapww.org, and register. Just wanted to drop that announcement in. But yes, so many things to be grateful for, saints of the Most High. If I could leave you for anything, please, even as you go around that Thanksgiving meal and spending time with family and friends and enjoying the season, remembering all things that you do this year, please make sure you give God the glory and thank Him for the provisions and blessing that He has released upon you. Steph, any final comments before we go?
As always, we love you guys. Thank you for watching us. We cannot wait. We are officially 1 year. I know YouTube wise and Facebook wise and all the other social media wise, it seems like we've only been here from January. But Mandy, thank you for heeding the call because I feel like we both were on the same, but you know, the push. But yeah, you know, I'm grateful to our Clubhouse family for seeing this and saying you guys need to do more of this and for what it is now. So yeah.
Beautiful. I am grateful for the Living Single and Safe community as well. We are a group of individuals that are single and married because we got the married folks in there. They love hanging out with us because, you know, singles have more fun. It's the truth. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm so grateful for this community. It just as much as it encourages you, the viewer, it encourages us as the individuals that host it. And we're just grateful for what God has done this year. Within the 1 year anniversary, this started officially 1 year ago. Thank you so much, Leon. He said it is a necessary platform and community. Thank you so much for that blessing. And we're just so grateful for what God is going to do next year because I believe God is going to upgrade us and expand our reach. And we are just so tremendously humbled to serve in this capacity because there's not many places where we can go and find holistic, fun, biblical,
real life
real life conversation.
Not reality TV, real life.
Real life conversation that are in alignment with our belief system. It's very difficult, that are pure at heart and purely intention. You know, there are many conversations and many platforms that exist, but I can't find too many that's holistic and that are like Living Single Safe. So we are tremendously thankful to have served this community for the last year, and we're just going to see what God does next year and expand us and grow. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Next time we'll be here is in December after Thanksgiving. Please, we can't wait to hear the stories of what happened Thanksgiving and what gifts you have bought for Black Friday and all of these things. And know that if no one tells you, we love and appreciate you here. We love and appreciate. I'm not playing with him. We definitely would not. We want, he's so silly. He says, "I'm thankful to know that Living Single and Safe hosts do not refer to men as sassy." We would never dare disrespect our brothers in Christ with such verbiage. We love our men. We believe in uplifting them and giving them words of encouragement and affirmation. So we would never dare disrespect our brethren with such verbiage. But we love and appreciate everyone. Till next time. Bye.
This is a Latter Rain production, the Living Single and Saved podcast, hosted by Mandy and Steffi. We are a safe space for a community of believers who are passionate about living life according to biblical standards while navigating everyday challenges encountered by singles. Tune in every first Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Program will be streamed live via YouTube, Facebook, and the Latter Rain website. For more information, please visit www.latterrain.org.
We're living single.